So a lot of people across Canada, and especially in the States, and definitely in Philadelphia, want this guy into the Hockey Hall of Fame. And just like Paul Henderson, you know, when you look at a one-year wonder, but someone who also had a solid career, he's on the borderline. Now, I don't think Paul Henderson will ever get in the Hockey Hall of Fame. You know, 8 games does not a Hockey Hall of Fame make. This guy won a Stanley Cup. This guy basically was one of the best snipers of his generation, and he played one of the better lines in the history of the NHL. And for that alone, he has to be heavily considered. There is even a petition in recent years to try to get him in. So we're going to talk about the legend of Reggie Leach. Now, Reggie Leach, known as the Riverton Rifle and the Chief, was born, of course, in Riverton, Manitoba. Now, he played 13 seasons in the NHL for Boston, California, Philly, and the Red Wings. Now, again, with the Flyers, he was one of their best players, and he played on a very, very dynamite line with Bobby Clarke, the genius of the squad, who basically overachieved in everything he did, and Bill Barber. Now, he was eventually came in high prominence with the Flin Flon Bombers, which was, again, Bobby Clarke's minor league team. Now, with Flin Flon, he had 4 great seasons. His best year was his second in '68, where he had 87 goals and 44 assists for 131 points in the regular season and 15 points in 15 games in the playoffs. Now, his great play drew the interest of the Boston Bruins, who were loading up on prospects. He was eventually drafted by the Bruins in 1970 after a 65-goal season. Now, he played 2 seasons with the Bruins, and he was mired with Oklahoma City in that first season. He played 22 regular season contests with Boston with 6 points. Now, his full rookie year at Boston in '72, he played 57 games with the Bruins, traded to the Seals, where he combined for 13 goals. Now, the trade from Boston to California involved him, Rick Smith, and Bobby Stewart to California for Carol Vadney and Don O'Donoghue. Now, after playing 3 seasons in Oakland, the Seals traded Leach to Philadelphia for Larry Wright, Al McAdam, and a first-rounder. Now, with California, he had his best season was his last, where he had 46 points in 78 games. Now, when he was traded to the Flyers, he wasn't part of the '74 Cup run for Philadelphia, but with the Flyers, he really opened out in that first season. 45 goals in the regular season and 10 points in the playoffs, including 8 goals. Now, the '76 season was his break year, of course, where he became the best, pretty well, sniper in the NHL. Now, he set a career high in goals with 61, points with 91, game-winning goals with 11, a plus-minus of plus 73, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Leach's 61 goals won him the what was not called the Maurice Richard Trophy at the time, but he was a top goal scorer, and he is also the current Flyers franchise record holder for most goals of the season. Now, in the playoffs, he really opened out that year. He became only one of 5 players, the first Flyer, and the only non-goaltender to win the Conn Smythe Trophy, awarded to the MVP of the Stanley Cup playoffs as a member of the losing team in the 1976 finals of Montreal. Now, Roger Crozier won the MVP of the losing team in '66, and Glenn Hall in '68, both against the Habs, and Hall was with St. Louis. Now, it also preceded Ron Hextall's Philadelphia and Jean-Sébastien Giguère's awards in '87 and '03, respectively. Now, he earned this distinction in '76 while setting records for the most goals in a single postseason with 19 and 16 games, giving 80. Now, it surpassed the Montreal Canadiens' Newsy Lalonde 1919 mark of 17 counters, and he had the longest consecutive games goal scoring streak in the playoffs at 10, bettering the 7 set by Maurice Richard. Now, the Flyers were swept in the final by Montreal, but the later record remains unrivaled, but the former was matched by the Edmonton Oilers' Yeri Kurri in '85, although Leach established it in 2 fewer games. Now, during that same playoff, he scored 5 goals against the Bruins, a record he currently shares with Richard, Darryl Sittler, Mario Lemieux, and Newsy Lalonde. And again, his total of 80 goals for the season in the playoffs set a new NHL record was stood until 81 when Bossy had 85. Now, in 934 career games, 381 goals, 285 assists for 666 points. Now, he was also part of the Flyers' 35-game unbeaten streak in 1980, which is a record that still stands. And he had a home unbeaten streak of 22 games in the same year. He played for Team Canada at the 76 Canada Cup, where he won the title, and he made the All-Star team in 76 and 80. Now, in 2007, Leach joined the Manitoulin Islanders of the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League as associate coach, and in the spring of 2008, he returned to Manitoulin as full-time head coach and director of hockey operations. Now, Leach has traveled all across Canada talking about the power of Aboriginal sport, because again, he belongs to the Barons River First Nation of Manitoba, or as an Ojibwe elder. Now, he's also a leader in alcohol prevention. He entered rehab in 85 for alcohol abuse and has remained sober ever since. Now, awards are quite lengthy, so bear with me. MJHL First All-Star Team in 67. Turnbull Cup MJHL Championship 67. WCJHL First All-Star Team 68, 69, 70. WCJHL Goal Scoring Leader 68 and 70. WCJHL Scoring Champion 1970. WCJHL Player of the Year 1970. Stanley Cup Winner 75. NHL Goal Scoring Title 76. Second All-Star Team 76. Conn Smythe Winner 76. Canada Cup Title 76. NHL All-Star Game 76 and 80. Inducted into the Manitoba Sports Hall of Fame and Museum 97. Selected in Manitoba's All-Century Second All-Star Team. Honored member of the Manitoba Hockey Hall of Fame. Inducted in the Philadelphia Flyers Hall of Fame in 92. Selected as the National Aboriginal Achievement Awards Inspire Awards winner in the sports category 2008. Member of the Order of Manitoba 2016. Member of the Order of Canada 2019. And has an honorary degree of laws from Brock in 2019. Now, we're talking about the movement to try to get him into the Hall of Fame. The artist John K. Sampson wrote and recorded a song about Leach, which was titled Petition, on his 2012 album Provincial. The song recites the text of Sampson's own petition to have Leach inducted in the Hockey Hall of Fame, and it was formally presented to the HHOF in 2003. Now, Leach is also cited as an inspirational example in Richard Wagamasay's novel Indian Horse and a film adaptation by Stephen Campanelli. Now, does Reggie Leach belong in the Hall of Fame? I think so. Why do I believe this? Well, unlike Henderson, it wasn't just one tournament and Henderson won some in 74. Leach allowed a partial dynasty continue. He over-exceeded what was predicted for him, but was kind of weird too as well. He was never really appreciated until he was gone. Because, ladies and gentlemen, just look at the goal totals here. Between 73 and 83. 23, 22, 45, 61, 32, 24, 34, 50, 34, 26, 15. Even with the Montana Magic, his last stop in the CHL in 84, he had 21 goals. So, what really hurts him, he never played 1,000 games, never scored 400 goals. But the totals are this. Again, 666 points in 934 games, 2 points in the Canada Cup, and in the playoffs, 47 goals in 94 games. And you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, he only entered the playoffs for the first time in 1975. So, some really, really good totals. So, Reggie Leach, I hope he's going to be a future Hockey Hall of Famer. Not too many Aboriginal people in the Hockey Hall of Fame. And let me tell you, it's well deserved if he does make it. For me, I don't think the Flyers would have won that second cup without him, because he easily could have been knocked off by Buffalo in the finals were it not for Reggie Leach. And 76, they had better goal scoring than Montreal, but Montreal had better defense. And as we like to say many times, you got to have a good defense to win. And that's what happened that year. So Reggie Leach, classic player, a tremendous role model, a tremendous hero, and he deserves all our respect. Thanks for listening. Bye.